All right, so now we get to the fun part where we're actually going to build out our site. We're going to create our pages, and we're going to make our site look better. Now, as I said before, there's different ways to build a website, right? You have themes like Sinatra, where it's more WordPress based, and then you have things like Fork, as far as a theme goes, where it's more point and click. So I want to show you both ways. We're going to build out the website in both ways, although we only have a couple pages, right? We're going to do a home page and an About Us page. Typically, I would do more pages, but because this is just to show you how to do it, I'm not going to put that much time into it, although it still has a good chance of actually ranking. That's not what I'm focused on. I'm focused on showing you how to build a website right now, and if we want to focusing more on ranking later, which we will, we'll build out more pages. The big thing here is that you know how to build the website and put the right things in the right places. So before we get started, let's go to our post, and let's delete everything we did, because these are all just dummy posts that we're not using. So I'm going to highlight them all. I'm going to select Move to Trash. And I'm going to hit Apply. And this is going to delete all the posts that I currently have. We're going to do the same thing for the pages. We're going to go to Pages. We're going to select both of them, or all three of them, which this one's just a draft right now. We're going to go Move to Trash, and we're going to hit Apply. So now if I reload my site, we'll see that there's absolutely nothing on it. Okay, there's nothing showing because I have no pages. There's only a home page that has absolutely nothing on it because I just deleted all the content. So what we want to do is start making our content now. Now, I want to start with the About Us page first because that's going to be static, right? That's going to be in the same place, whether it is on the first theme we use or the second theme, which is more point and click style. Whatever style we use for that home page, it doesn't matter because the About Us page will be done in there. So let's go to Pages and let's go to Add New. And I'm just going to do About Us for the name of the page, or for the H tag. This is called the H1 tag. But whatever you put here will basically automatically be the URL. If you want to edit your URL, you would edit that through right here, okay? Now, sometimes what you need to do, before we go into this, let me hit Save Draft so it's saved. Sometimes what you need to do is you need to change your permalink structure, it's called, and don't let this words fool you. A permalink is basically just how your URL looks. So if we go to settings, so if we go to permalinks, you can see that it's currently set as the day and name. I don't want that, okay? I actually want the post name to be the URL structure. So I'm going to go ahead down here to permalink structure, select post name, and then just hit save changes. That way there's not numbers and letters and stuff in the URL. It's just going to be the words that we chose, okay? So make sure you make that change if you haven't. So let's go back to our pages now, and now this URL will show exactly like we want. And it will show exactly like About Us or whatever we put right here, okay? If we left it the other way, there's a chance that it could add in the month and the date and all that stuff. We don't need that in our post URL or our page URL. We just want the keywords that we're either optimizing for or what that page is about be the name of the page. In this case, we're not trying to rank this page for anything, or I'm not worried about keywords, okay? All I'm worried about is that I put the proper information on this page that describes what my company is about, which is the whole reason for this page. Now, there is certain pages we create where we are worried about ranking the page for a keyword, right? And in that case, what I put here would matter a lot more. And then I would also want to change what happens down here. I would want to optimize it as much as I can for that keyword. But we'll get to that more later in the series. You don't have to worry about that right now. So let's go back up. And currently, this is the About Us page. So I have a couple pieces of content here that I created off camera. And I got the content for the About page, and I did the content for the home page. I wrote these up very quickly. It's not good content, so to speak. I just kind of wrote it quickly and just so we had something to use. Let's bring up the About page. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this. And we're just going to paste this in our About page. Go ahead and paste that in. And then boom, got it there. Everything looks good. I can highlight and bold a few things if I want to. So let's see. Maybe like since 2005. I'm just trying to make it look a little better, that's all. So, and then again, I'm also just showing you how to bold things, right? You simply just highlight what you want and you bold it. Highlight all of these and hit italicize, it'll italicize them. Now, they're already in a bullet list because I copied it from a Word file, but if I didn't want them, I'll just hit bullet point again and it'll go away. So if I want bullet points, I'll hit it again, or make it go away, or I can make it a numbered list, okay, if we want to do that. In this case, I think bullet points makes more sense, so I'll leave bullet points there, okay? Also, if you ever want to add a link, it's very simple. You just highlight, select this button right here, and you can add a link wherever you want. Whatever you put in this URL, that will be what that link would be, okay? If you want to center something, you just highlight, you hit center, and it will center it. If you want to put it to the right, you hit right. If you want it normal, you hit the left one. You put in quotation marks, right? So there's all different types of stuff you can do here, and you can do all this same stuff in the other editor, right? Remember we installed the classic editor plugin. If you're using the block editor, which is the new version, you can still do all this stuff. It's just a different functionality, just a little different way of doing it. I just think this way is easier, and this is the way I do it, all right? So the other thing we can do if we want is add a picture or add a video, anything like that. We'll do that more on our homepage, but we can just add a picture here. So let's come here and let's click on Add Media, and I'm going to go to Upload File, Select. I can just choose this headshot of me just as a random picture. Click on it, and you can put in data here if you want. You don't have to. Insert into page, and then boom, here's our picture. If I want to, I can center it, see if that looks better. If you like it there, you can leave it there. You can make it bigger by clicking it and dragging out, right? So you can do things like that, or drag it in, whatever you want. So there's all different types of things you can do there. If you want to put a link to it, I can click on it and hit the link button. It'll actually do a link. But random picture, but I don't care because this isn't about making this website, make sense, so to speak. It's just about getting it up and making it look decent for now. So we can either have this here or delete it. I just want to show you how to add a picture. I'll probably delete it. I think it looks better without it. We'll maybe put that on the home page. All right, so I think that's good for the About Us page. So all I'm going to do now is I'm not worried about it. Usually I worry about the title, and I change the title down here. But again, this isn't a page I'm trying to rank, so I don't care what the title is. The purpose of this title is more to describe what the page is about for the visitor. Sometimes we really want to optimize what the page is about for the search engines, and in that case, we don't have to do this because we're not trying to rank this page for anything. So what I'm going to do is just hit Publish now. And now we are going to have an About Us page. Boom, we have our first page. So if I now go to this page, we can bring it up. You can see we have an About Us page. Anyone that clicks on that page, About Us, here's what they see. There's an About Us page, right? But if we go back to the home page, there's still nothing there. So we got to build out our home page. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it first in this version. And I'm going to come back here and we're going to do another page because we're going to use the page as the home page. I could also do it as a post, but I'm just going to do all pages. Again, I typically use the post when I'm doing a blog, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and add new. And I'm going to call this home page. But remember, this is just my H1 tag. I'm going to actually change my title down here because this is important because I'm trying to rank the home page. I'm trying to rank the home page for Landenberg SEO, so I want to optimize down here for Landenberg SEO. So let's go ahead and add in my homepage content now, which I have copied. Which I have in here, which I need to copy. And I'm going to highlight all this. And again, this is not great content. I just put it in. I just kind of wrote up quickly so we could have content. I'm going to paste it in. Now we're going to do a little bit of editing. Okay. So let's just go through and just make this look a little better. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this because you guys get the point as far as how to change things and make them look better. Like I could do a whole bunch of underlining and bolding and pictures and, graphs and things like that to make this look really good. I'm not really trying to do that. I'm just trying to build out and show you the basics right now. So let's see. Say those days are long gone. We can bold that. It's all about the internet. We can bold search engine optimization. Maybe italicize these. Italicize these. I'm just kind of doing random things here. So this right here, I'm going to actually make an H2 tag. So just going to make that text bigger. So it's like a heading, right? An H2 tag is really like a heading tag. And the bigger the number is, the bigger the text is going to be, right? So if I made this an H3 tag, it's going to be smaller, right? The bigger the number, the smaller the number, the bigger the text is going to be. You don't want more than one H1 tag, right? That's already taken care of. Your H1 tag with WordPress is always this right here. That's going to be an H1 tag. So you never want to create another H1 tag. There's only one H1 tag. H2 tags we can create multiple of, but we're going to make this an H2 if I don't already have it there. Yeah, H2. All right. Let's see. So we can make this an H tag. This is kind of like a heading I have. Can make this an H tag. All right, so we're already looking a little better here right now. Let me put a couple minutes into this. I'm just kind of being random here. I'm not putting too much time into this. All right, so I think that's good for now. Again, it's not perfect, but you can see how you can make something look a lot better. All right, so now what I want to do is show you how to add in pictures and video. We kind of showed you the picture with the About Us, but we're actually going to add one and keep it on here, even though it's not going to look great. We're going to do it anyways. The point of this is just to show you how to do it. So let's see. Where's a good place to add a picture? Let's add a picture right here. So we're going to go to Add Media, and I'm going to go to Upload Files and select Files. And I got this screenshot I took to use for an image. So let's go ahead. I'm going to make it large. You can change the size of it right here. So I'm going to select large and insert into post. And then boom, we have a large image here. So it just shows me doing a search for Landenberg SEO. And again, there's nothing important in this picture. I was just trying to get a picture to make to get a picture on my website and just add some different stuff in there. So we can also add a picture down here. So what I can do is Greg Morrison, CEO, sorry, SEO too, but CEO. And then I can do image. Then we can do Add Media and select my image that I uploaded before. Since I already uploaded it to my media place, then I don't need to re-upload it again. I can just select the image and insert. And then boom, here's a big ugly picture of my mug. Now, if I want to make it smaller because I don't like how big that is, we can just do medium and then update. And then boom, there's a picture of me, okay? Now, not the greatest picture, not the greatest homepage, doesn't look absolutely awesome, but I didn't put that much time into it, right? We just took a few minutes to go through and do some editing as far as some bolding and some adding of pictures and things like that. What I could do is probably center everything and it might look a little better. So for example, if I just highlight everything and just hit the center button, maybe that would look better. But I'm just going to leave it to the left because I don't care. This isn't about making like the best looking website right now. This is just about making an SEO optimized website. And if you want to get really into making a really good looking website, then you can spend more time looking into website design type tutorials, or I can show you with the next video how we're going to do it with the point and click type theme, where it does make it easier to make a good looking website. So this is more about getting your SEO correct and ranking rather than having like a really good looking website. Although this will still look decent. So like the way this looks, what we're going to do now is go down here and change the SEO title, right? So this is going to be the actual title of our home page. So now I have Landenberg SEO in my brand name. So I could just do Landenberg SEO guy, like dash, and then like, you know, the top marketing expert, something like that would be totally fine because then all my keywords are in the right places, right? I got keyword in my domain name, in my title, and it's on my page, which we'll talk about in the next section, part 2, talking about on-page SEO. But I do want to make sure I have my keywords in here, but since it's in my brand name, then I think just labeling a Landenberg SEO guy will be fine. Something like that I think is totally fine. All right, so I think we're going to leave that. We could do a meta description here. So the meta description is basically just what shows as under your title in the search results. So for example, if I go do a search for Landenberg SEO, well, the meta description for Landenberg SEO agency is this right here. This is the meta description. It's what shows kind of below your listing. This is your title. This is your description. Okay, so that's what shows there, and that's why I'm filling that out. You don't have to fill that out. If you don't fill it out, what happens is Google automatically fills it out for you. So you can leave this blank and Google will fill it out for you. It's fine to do that. So let's go ahead and publish this. All right. So now if I reload my home page, we're still not going to see anything, right? Because I didn't set this page to be the home page. Now, if this was a post, it would have showed right here because my post gets showed here. So I could have just made this a post and it would have showed here. But I'm just going to make it a page and assign the page to be the home page because maybe I want to do a blog later on my site, and that's what I use blog posts for. So that's what I use the post for. So let's go ahead into settings, and let's go to reading. And let's go to static home page, and for the home page, we're going to choose home page, and then we're going to save. And now what's going to happen is we're actually going to have content on our home page. And boom, here we are right here. So when people come, they see our home page content. All right. Now, what you'll notice is we also have the sidebar here still, which we can do some with, and we have the menu we still have to do something with because we want to add the About Us page to the menu. So let's go back to our menu now. Let's go to Appearance and Menus. And let's change the home page. So the sample page is gone. We can take that away. Well, we can go like this and click Remove. And click Remove. Those are gone anyways. Let's just call this Home. I don't like that being home page. Home's easier. So that's good. And then we're going to go to the About Us page. We're going to click on it. We're going to click Add to Menu. And then boom, now our About Us page is on there. And I'm going to click Save Menu. And now when I reload my home page, boom, I got Home and About Us over here. Awesome. So what I can also do is now edit my sidebar. So if I go to Appearance and Widgets, I can put whatever I want over here. So we can get rid of the stuff we were kind of playing with before. We can leave the calendar, I guess. But we can also put our pages over here. So we can put our pages over here. And that's just, we only have the About Us page, so that will just show there. And in our main menu, we don't have to put that there. We didn't have to because it's in our main menu. But I just want to show you can do different things here. One thing I forgot to do was add a video to the home page. So I want to go back and do that too. So let's leave the sidebar like that. That's fine there. I don't like how the home page shows. So I'm going to actually take that out. So let's get rid of pages. We don't need that because they are up here in the menu up here. We don't need them in the sidebar. So let's go back to the home page now. Let's go to Pages. And we're going to go to Home Page. And I forgot to show you how to add in a video. Okay? So what we're going to do is I want to add in a video here. And I'll add in my video below Why Do I Need SEO? Okay? So we'll do Add Media. And there's a couple different ways we can do this. We can insert from URL, or we can add code manually. And when it comes to videos, I typically like to add code manually. So the way I do this is I leave this spot open. So what I'm looking for is instead of going to the visual editor, I'm going to click text right here. Okay. And I want to find right above where I say, why should I sign up? And that's where I'm going to put the code for this video. So this is a little more advanced, but it's still pretty simple. Okay. Once I show you. So you click on text, and here's where we are right here. Why should I sign up today? This is where I want to put the video. Okay. Where did my mouse clicker just go? There it is. So it's going to be right here. All right. So I have my screen set right here. Now what I'm going to go is I create a video for Landenberg SEO. All I did was I created a random video talking about Landenberg SEO just to show you how to add a video to your website. Okay. You don't need to know how to make a video. I'm just showing you how to add any video to your website. It doesn't have to be your video. It can be anyone's video. Okay. This just so happens to be my video. And I created it for a couple of reasons. Number one, to show you how to add the video to our website. And number two, to show you that this YouTube video can actually end up ranking as well for Landenberg SEO. And we actually get the link to our website right here from our video. So it gives us a little boost, right? It gives our website a little boost, just a little trick. So what we're going to do is click on share on the video. Any video you want to do this for, this is what you do. You click share, then you click embed, and then you just copy this embed code. And then we go back and paste that code into this text editor. Now when I go back to the visual editor, we see our video is actually posted in there. People can watch it right there. So I'm also going to center it. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click center. It's not centering. So sometimes that happens. You can go back to your text and you can do a center code. Don't worry, this is a little more advanced. Don't worry if you can't do this. You don't have to center it. And then bam, it's centered. Okay, and we also have a video on our home page. So we have an image, we have a video, We have decent formatting. It looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and update. And now, when I reload my website, we will see that we now have a video as well on our website. So we have a nicely optimized website with our video on it, and we could always make this look even better, right? I can add things to my sidebar like images and my contact information and, all different stuff like maybe tips or another video. I could make this look way better. That's not the point of this video in this series right now. We're just trying to create an SEO optimized website. Doesn't have to look super awesome, just an SEO optimized website, all right? So this is version number 1 as far as the way to create your home page. In the next video, we're going to recreate the home page in the other theme. So in that kind of point and click theme, which is actually can be better for beginners because it's a lot easier to make it look really nice. I want you to know that way too. So that way you can choose themes that are point and click where you can kind of build out your home page to look a little nicer, a little easier. So we're going to show you both ways, and we'll go into that in the next video.